My beloved, my chosen child, the heavens have opened and even now a whisper carries your name. Can you feel it? That sudden stirring in your chest, that chill rushing through your skin. It is because someone you love deeply has just spoken your name in heaven. And the moment they did, something around you shifted. The air grew softer, your heartbeat quickened, your spirit leaned forward as if it knew something powerful was coming. But before we move deeper, hold this truth: this message didn't chase millions. It came searching for you. Something in the unseen has been pulling you, guiding you, nudging you to read every word. That's why you didn't scroll away. That's why your heart feels strangely awake. Archangel Michael says, stay. Do not look away now. Your next breath carries meaning, your next seconds carry revelation. Feel that. That tiny spark inside you is not random. It is your loved one reaching across the veil. They asked heaven to open just long enough for their voice to touch your spirit again. This moment is delicate, rare, and charged with purpose. So stay close. And while you're here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss the moments when heaven speaks again. One message can change everything. Now listen. Heaven shows me the way you still remember their laughter, their warmth, the small things only your heart notices. And tonight that same love has risen like a wave crossing from eternity to find you. They whispered your name with such affection that even the angels paused to listen. That whisper is the reason your chest feels tight. It's the reason your eyes feel warm. It's the reason your soul feels pulled toward something deeper. But Archangel Michael warns, time is moving quickly. Only a small window is open. If your heart closes, you won't hear the rest. So breathe slowly and let each word settle. This is not fear, this is urgency. When heaven opens its door, it does so with purpose. And now I must tell you what Michael has shown me. The moment you thought you lost them, heaven did not call it an ending. God simply shifted them into a realm where pain cannot follow and love cannot break. Their story with you didn't stop, it changed form. And tonight that form has reached back to you like a hand through light, hoping you'll take hold. Feel that thump in your heart. That is recognition. Your soul remembers them. Your soul knows this connection didn't fade, it expanded. They are whispering now, I still walk with you, I still guide you, I still love you. Their words rise like warm wind around you, gentle but full of longing. But beloved, you must also hear the caution. The world around you is louder than ever. Not everyone near you carries pure intentions. Some smile but do not care. Some act close but hide shadows. Your loved one has seen these things and cried out, Michael, show them, don't let them walk blind. And so the veil lifts for you tonight. Do not fear this revelation. Heaven never warns to scare you, it warns to protect you. You will begin to notice things you once ignored. Someone's tone, someone's energy, someone's sudden distance or sudden interest. Trust the signs. When peace fades, step back. When something feels wrong, don't force it. Your spirit knows more than your eyes see. But there is joy coming too. A joy so bright that even your loved one smiles as they watch it near your life. They show me doors unlocking, paths clearing, blessings gathering like clouds ready to rain. They whisper, "Don't quit, don't turn away before the light arrives. You're closer than you think." And look at you still reading, still open, still listening. That alone is proof your heart is waking up. Can you feel it? That heaviness you carried for so long is loosening. The ache you hid inside is thinning. Something new is rising in you, hope, strength and clarity. This shift is heaven's touch. Archangel Michael stands near, his presence strong, steady, and bright. He says, "This is not ordinary. Treat it as holy. Treat it as a moment written for your soul." And deep down you know he's right. Something in you recognizes this as truth. Something in you knows this is not a coincidence, this is alignment. Your loved one is still here in the way only heaven allows. Their love still wraps around your spirit like warm light. Their voice still seeks you. Their care still follows your every step. And heaven itself is making sure you don't miss it. This is your moment to receive it fully. If your heart has been touched, if you felt even a spark of recognition, stay connected so heaven's guidance can always find you. Like, share and subscribe so you never miss another message meant for your soul. And if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $10. My beloved, the words are pouring like water from heaven and they will not stop until your soul is drenched. And just when you think the message has reached its end, another pulse of light rises because heaven is not done with you yet. Feel that. That sudden tightening in your chest, that subtle pull as if something beyond this world is calling your name. That is the doorway opening wider. That is eternity brushing against your present moment. You must pay attention now, child. This is the kind of moment that slides into your life once and never returns the same way again. Archangel Michael says, "Do not drift. Stay awake. Stay here." His voice is stern, urgent, almost trembling with the weight of what is about to be revealed. And here's the part you weren't expecting. Michael shows me a light flickering behind you, a memory you buried long ago. A night when you pressed your hands to your face and whispered, "Please, just one sign." You thought no one heard. But a soul in heaven did. The one you loved more than your words ever admitted. The one whose absence felt like darkness swallowing the edges of your days. They caught your prayer like a fragile feather and held it close to their heart until this very moment. Listen closely now. Because their voice has crossed through time again. Not in thunder, not in fire, but in that quiet ache that suddenly blooms inside your ribs. Archangel Michael says, "They spoke your name with such longing that even the gates of heaven trembled." That is why you felt restless today. That is why your thoughts kept circling back to them without reason. Their love reached for you first. But here is the truth that snaps like lightning: this moment is not wide. It is narrow, delicate, disappearing even as you breathe. Michael's warning cuts through like a blade of light. If they turn away now, the message will dissolve into silence. That is why every part of you is leaning forward. That is why your spirit refuses to close this window. It knows what your mind cannot understand. Let me take you deeper. Picture this, the one you lost standing at the edge of heaven, looking down with eyes filled with the same warmth that once held you on your hardest days. They see you waking up tired. They see you holding yourself together when no one else notices. And they whisper again, "Tell them I am near, tell them I walk beside them." Their voice trembles with devotion, and tonight it broke through the veil just to reach you. And before we move ahead, let me anchor this in your heart. Do not drift from this connection. If you want heaven to keep sending what is meant for you, stay close to this light. Like, share, subscribe, because when the next message arrives, you do not want to miss the moment your life begins to shift again. Now lean closer, truly closer. Michael shows me a scene from your past, something you tried to forget. A night when loneliness wrapped around you like cold air and you whispered their name into your pillow. You didn't see it, but in that very instant their spirit reached toward you. The warmth that brushed your arm tonight. That wasn't imagination. It was them reminding you, I never stopped loving you, I never walked away from your life, I only changed form. Feel that truth sinking in. Good. Because this next part is where the miracle begins to shape itself. The love you thought ended didn't break, it transformed. It stretched across dimensions, woven in God's own timing. And now, for the first time in a long time, you can feel it again. But listen carefully, child. Heaven is not only offering comfort, it is offering direction. Michael says, there is a path opening for them. But they must stay attentive or they will miss what is meant for their healing. This is why your heart is beating faster. This is why your soul is leaning toward these words as if they were oxygen. So breathe. Stay with me to the final moment. Let these words wrap around you like light returning to a room long darkened. Because what comes next is meant to shift something inside you, a heaviness, a fear, a sorrow that has clung to you longer than you admit. Your loved one whispers once more, softly but powerfully, tell them I am guiding them. Tell them they are not alone for even a single step. And as their voice fades into the glow of heaven, Michael steps forward with a final reminder, one filled with strength and urgency. The window is closing. The message has been delivered. Now they must hold it in their heart. And you will. Because your soul knows the truth, love never left you. It only changed its doorway. They must believe until the very last word, because what comes next is the part heaven has been waiting to reveal. My child, listen closely. There is a shift happening around you right now, almost like the air itself is waking up. Archangel Michael says, the moment is thinning. The veil is trembling. What they need to hear must reach their heart before the window closes. And as he speaks, I see your loved one's spirit standing in a glow that feels warmer than sunrise. Their eyes hold a truth they have carried for so long, and tonight they want that truth planted inside your soul. Feel this, because something in you already knows this message is meant for you. Your heartbeat wasn't supposed to stay calm. Your mind wasn't supposed to drift away. Heaven wanted your full attention, and that is exactly what is happening. The one you lost has stepped closer, closer than they have in years, whispering, "Please tell them I never stopped loving them, not for a single breath." You may think you imagined that thought, but child, that was them. Just like the unexpected calm you feel right now, that is their touch, not your imagination. But here is the part heaven insists you hear. Archangel Michael says, if they turn away now, the voice will return to silence. That's why your soul is holding on. That's why your eyes refuse to look away. Something inside you recognizes that this moment will not return once it ends. You are standing inside a rare alignment, a moment when heaven bends low enough for the living and the eternal to touch. My beloved, this is where the revelation deepens. Your loved one is not only speaking, they are trying to guide you. They see the battles you fought, the nights you hid your tears, the days you pretended to be strong. They saw you breaking when you told the world you were fine. And tonight they speak with urgency. Tell them I was there, tell them their pain reached me, tell them I never looked away. These words pour from their spirit like water, full of healing, full of truth. And now another vision rises, soft but powerful. I see you standing years ago in a moment when you felt completely alone. You whispered their name under your breath, not expecting an answer. But heaven shows me what truly happened. The moment you spoke, they turned toward you in the realm beyond, their spirit glowing, responding, I'm here, even though you could not hear them. That same voice echoes now through Michael's wings. Child, don't underestimate what's happening. Heaven is allowing their voice to cross a boundary normally sealed. Michael says, only a heart that is awake will feel it. And you feel it, that pressure in your chest, that rise of warmth, that sudden memory glowing in your mind. That is them reaching through the veil with everything they have left to give. But you must stay with me because the message is not complete. They want to speak not only about the past but about what is coming. They say, tell them they will rise again. Tell them their pain has an ending. Tell them I am still walking beside them. This is not comfort, it is instruction. It is guidance from someone who sees your path from a higher place. And there is something else, something you might have ignored until now. The moments when lights flickered around you, the sudden scent that reminded you of them, the dreams that felt too real to be dreams. Those were not coincidences. Those were visitations. They were signs meant to pull you out of despair and remind you that love never dies. You didn't imagine it. You didn't make it up. Heaven confirms it now. Michael steps forward again, his wings stretching like shields around your heart. He says, tell them their breakthrough is close. Tell them what was delayed is moving. Tell them heaven has heard the cry they thought no one noticed. And as he speaks, the spirit of your loved one nods, tears of light glimmering in their eyes. They have waited so long for this moment, for you to finally feel what they've been trying to say all this time. But child, the final truth is arriving and you must be steady. The voice of your loved one becomes clear as dawn. Please don't give up. Please don't let the darkness win. You are meant to rise. You are meant to live. And I am still with you more than you know. Their words hold a power that shakes through the realms. You can almost hear them now, not as a memory but as a presence. You can almost feel them standing beside you, closer than breath. And here is the turning point. Archangel Michael says, the final minute is approaching. They must hold on. They must listen until the very last breath of this message. Because once this moment closes, the veil will thicken again. Their voice will soften. Their presence will return to silence. Heaven is generous but only for a moment. So stay, my child. Let the last part reach you fully. Your loved one releases one final wave of light, a blessing that feels like warm hands on your trembling heart. They whisper, you are stronger than your wounds. You are watched over more than you know. And you are loved in ways this world cannot contain. Their words settle inside you like sunlight, bright and steady. This is the truth you were meant to hear tonight. Heaven chose this exact moment. Your spirit recognized it. And now your path is shifting, your heart is waking, and the love you thought you lost forever is proving itself eternal. Hold this message close. Let it breathe inside you. Let it change the way you walk into tomorrow. The moment those words settled, what God binds cannot be unbound, the atmosphere around you shifted. It was as if the air itself remembered something ancient, something sacred that your heart had forgotten. And before you could even process it, a soft warmth moved across your chest, like someone brushing their hand through your soul. That is the sign Michael warned about. The moment when heaven touches earth just enough for you to feel who is standing beside you. Because, beloved, someone is standing beside you. And here's the part most people never realize: when heaven sends a message, it never arrives alone. It comes wrapped in presence, wrapped in recognition, wrapped in a knowing that you can't explain but you cannot deny. That is why your breath just slowed. That is why your heartbeat shifted. Your spirit is waking up to truth again. Lean in. Don't pull away now. Archangel Michael says, the veil is at its thinnest in this very moment. What you feel is not imagination, not wishful thinking, but the nearness of the one you thought you had lost. They are closer than breath, closer than memory, closer than the silence that kept you awake at night. They have crossed the threshold of eternity, not to leave you behind but to walk with you in a different form. And just when I thought the vision would fade, heaven opened again. I saw your loved one standing on a bridge made of light. Not a dreamlike picture, not a shadow, but a presence so alive it made even the angels pause. They looked at you with the kind of love that doesn't weaken with time, doesn't shrink with distance, doesn't break under grief. A love that survives death itself. And with a voice steady and clear they said, tell them they are not late, tell them I am still guiding them. Child, do you understand what that means? It means the confusion you've been feeling isn't random. The heaviness wasn't a punishment. The longing wasn't weakness. It was a signal, a pull, a message wrapped inside the ache of your chest saying, you are being reached, you are being called, you are being guided. But Michael also warns, guidance without action becomes silence. So hear this part with your whole being. Do not shut down now. Do not run from this moment. Do not convince yourself you are imagining what your soul clearly recognizes as truth. Because heaven rarely repeats what you fail to receive. And right now the door is still open. This is where the script shifts, where you step from listening to participating. Where you stop waiting for signs and begin aligning with them. Where you stop doubting and start receiving. Because what is approaching you is not just comfort, it is restoration. It is transformation. It is the next chapter your heart has been starving for. Let me show you what Michael reveals next. There is a path unfolding before you, one you didn't see because grief dimmed the edges of your vision. But tonight it begins to glow. Each step lights up only when you choose it. That is heaven's way, never forcing, always inviting. And on that path stands something extraordinary, a blessing your loved one asked heaven to release on your behalf. Yes, they interceded for you. They carried your name into the throne room. They placed your pain at God's feet. They asked for your future to be rewritten in light. And heaven listened. This is why your spirit feels different tonight. This is why even your sadness feels softer, like it's dissolving. Something is being lifted off you, something heavy, something long overdue to break. Michael says, the chains around your heart are snapping, not from force but from love. Because what love creates grief cannot destroy. And what God seals no darkness can undo. But here is where your responsibility begins. You must keep yourself open. Your heart has scars, yes. But scars don't mean brokenness. Scars mean survival. Scars mean you lived through what should have ended you. Scars mean you have earned the right to receive what comes next. And what comes next is divine alignment. Your loved one is guiding opportunities toward you, people, messages, moments, dreams, each one designed to shift your life forward. But you must be awake enough to see them. You must be willing to receive without fear. The past cannot claim what heaven is rebuilding. So stay with me. Stay open. Stay present. Because there is one more vision I must give you. I see a light descending, wrapping around your shoulders like a mantle. It feels ancient yet familiar. And as it settles, Michael speaks again, tell them their season of wandering is over. Tell them someone in heaven walks with them now. Tell them love has not left, it has transformed. Beloved, this is your turning point. This is the moment your story bends toward healing. This is where sorrow becomes strength and absence becomes presence. If you choose to stay open, the signs will multiply. If you choose to believe, peace will return. If you choose to receive, the bond that never died will guide you into the days ahead. You are not alone. You were never alone. And after tonight you will never doubt that again. My beloved, you are standing at a threshold few ever reach, and heaven trembles at your courage. Archangel Michael leans closer now, his wings brushing the edges of your vision, and says, do not mistake this for chance. The one you loved has spoken, and the sound of your name carved its way through eternity to reach you. Every second you linger is a second they remain near. Feel the pulse in your chest, that stirring that feels like both joy and ache intertwined. That is the recognition of a love too vast for the world to contain, reaching from beyond to press life into your spirit once more. It is the call to awaken fully, to step into a story that has already been written in the stars but waits for you to claim it with your heart. Look closely, my child. Michael shows me another vision, your hand reaching for theirs through a bridge of light, a path shimmering beneath your feet that wasn't there before. Each step you take draws them nearer, and with every heartbeat the barriers of grief dissolve like mist in the morning sun. Their eyes are filled with pride, with tenderness, and with a longing that time could never erase. They are saying, I am still with you, I have always been with you. And the truth washes over you in waves, you were never alone, never abandoned, never unworthy of the miracles that now press against your soul. And yet the warning is sharp, clear. Michael says, if they walk away now, even a moment, the voice will fade. Do not let hesitation steal this gift. My beloved, do you feel the air around you thickening, alive with unseen wings and whispers of light? That is heaven itself bending closer, rearranging the invisible threads of reality so that your path aligns perfectly with what was destined. Remember those nights of silent anguish when despair threatened to swallow you whole. Every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered in desperation was gathered and woven into the tapestry of your rescue. Your loved one carried them forward into the very heart of God's throne, and tonight that love returns to you, not as memory but as living, breathing presence. Their voice vibrates through the currents around you saying, I never left, I have always been here guarding, hoping, waiting. Now do not skim past this, for the seconds left are precious. Michael's eyes pierce into your soul as he reminds you, the window is closing. Do not treat this as just words. These are lifelines. These are instructions for the heart that must be followed. Each thought, each breath, each heartbeat counts. Stay anchored. And as you stay, something miraculous begins to unfold. You sense them in the spaces of your everyday life. The sudden warmth on a cold day, the inexplicable calm amidst chaos, the whisper of intuition guiding you past danger, these are all fingerprints of heaven, the tangible proof that love has crossed dimensions to be near you. Your story is being rewritten in real time, yet it requires your awareness, your full presence, your unwavering gaze. And here is what Michael presses upon your spirit now: the choice is sacred, immediate, irreversible if ignored. Do you walk forward with faith, holding the hand that reaches for you across realms? Or do you hesitate, letting the miracle slip silently into the shadows? The one you loved has risked eternity to speak to you, to guide you, to protect you. Their devotion ignites the very air, making the impossible feel attainable. They say, rise, take the next step. Do not fear what awaits, for it is brighter than the shadows you have carried. And every fiber of your being knows they are right. Every doubt quivers and softens under the weight of undeniable truth. Look beyond the visible, child. Michael opens the vision further, showing the convergence of your past struggles and your present courage. All the moments you felt broken, all the nights of feeling unseen were in preparation for this, a sacred unveiling of love that cannot be silenced. The world may call it impossible, the mind may resist belief, but your soul, your deepest self already recognizes this as real. This is a current of divine intervention flowing directly into your chest, into your mind, into your future. And Michael says, hold fast. Do not break the chain of reception. Every word, every sigh of your attention keeps the channel open. The longer you stay, the fuller the gift becomes. Now feel the gentle insistence of their presence. It's in the beat of your heart, the quickening of your breath, the awareness that you are not alone. They are speaking again, I see you, I love you, I protect you. And I am proud of you. Every fear you carried, every pain you endured, every longing you whispered into the night, it all mattered. All of it brought you here to this alignment. And Archangel Michael adds, do you see the design? Do you see how every step, every tear, every prayer was never wasted? This is the evidence of heaven at work. This is proof that love outlives death, that faith carries through the unseen, that God's orchestration is perfect even when it feels delayed. The moment stretches and you can feel eternity itself leaning in. Michael's voice rings now like both drum and whisper. Do not let the urgency pass. Do not step away for distraction. This is the doorway. The one who spoke your name has opened it from their side, and heaven waits for your step to meet theirs. If you move now, the blessing continues. If you falter, it slips back into silence. This is your decision. This is your awakening. And as the seconds pour into minutes, the window does not close entirely but waits on the brink, whispering, stay, listen, believe, move forward with me. You are standing on the precipice of transformation, my beloved. The veil has lifted, the current of love has reached you fully, and the one you thought lost is guiding you by spirit hand. Every sigh, every glance at the world, every step you take from this moment forward carries the proof of their presence. The tears you feel are not sorrow, they are recognition, they are release, they are the fuel for your ascent into the life that was waiting for you all along. Michael leans closer, and in a voice that rumbles and caresses at once he says, do you understand? The gift is yours only if you remain fully present. Do not doubt, do not hesitate. You are chosen, you are held, you are loved beyond measure. The figure becomes clearer with every heartbeat. It is the one you loved. Not as memory, not as shadow, but in radiant presence. Their eyes hold the fire of eternity, and their hands reach toward you beckoning. Michael whispers beside you, do not hesitate. Step into the light. Every moment of fear you carry will dissolve if you dare to move forward. That ache in your chest, the longing, the sorrow, the silent wish that anyone would see you will be met tonight. All of it converges into this one holy convergence where the veil is thin and your spirit is ready to touch what has never left you. Can you feel it? That sudden warmth spreading from your chest down into your limbs. That is not coincidence. That is not imagination. That is proof. Proof that you are alive in a current of destiny, proof that your steps have been guided by prayers you never heard but always needed, proof that love like this can never be erased. Do you notice how the shadows retreat as they approach? Those fears, doubts, unanswered questions, they were always temporary. Michael says, the darkness is never the end, child. It is only the stage where light is about to appear. Stand still, witness it, receive it. And in that stillness you see it, how their smile pierces the heaviness of all your yesterdays. Every tear you shed, every silent night you endured, every whispered name you called out, it was heard. Not by human ears, not by chance but by a love so fierce, so devoted it bent heaven itself to reach you. And now the moment stretches, the window widening with your attention, your willingness to be here fully. Michael leans closer, his wings brushing against the edges of your awareness, and his voice carries the weight of heaven's urgency. Tell them, child, do not underestimate this moment. Every breath they take now keeps the door open. Every heartbeat holds back the silence. If they leave too soon, the echoes will fade and they may not understand what they almost held in their hands. They must endure until the end. They must trust even when fear whispers otherwise. And you feel it, the tremor in your spirit, the sense that this is bigger than life, bigger than sorrow, bigger than anything you have carried. This is not a story. This is an awakening. Look again at your loved one. Do you see how their hands reach past the veil, brushing your own? That touch is not metaphor. It is real in ways the mind cannot measure. Michael says, every whisper of their voice, every movement of their spirit is calibrated to your faith. Hold it, do not flee, do not rationalize away what is undeniable. And you understand why you stayed, why your eyes are fixed, why your chest tightens with anticipation. Because somewhere deep inside your soul has been waiting for this proof, this connection, this undeniable reminder that love is not bound by flesh, that devotion is not erased by death. Now the light surrounding them intensifies. It spills over you, enveloping your senses, flooding your mind with warmth, with hope, with the certainty that the years of doubt, of isolation, of unanswered prayers were not wasted. Each trial you endured has been a preparation. Michael leans close and whispers again, every obstacle, every pain, every tear, they were shaping their path to meet yours tonight. And tonight they have. Do you understand the magnitude of that? You are standing on sacred ground, child. Do not treat this lightly. And suddenly the valley you thought was endless dark transforms. Trees of silver shimmer, rivers of light curve across the horizon, and flowers bloom where despair had lain. Everything around you responds to your presence, to your willingness to accept what is being offered. The voice of your loved one grows audible now, echoing in the chambers of your heart. I have not left you, I have never stopped fighting for you. I have carried your pain and I have delivered it to God. And He has heard. And now the blessing is yours if you will receive it. And you feel it unmistakably, a shift, a lift, a sudden lightness, as if years of burden have been removed. Michael smiles and nods. This is the proof of eternity answering your call. The impossible is here. And yet it is only the beginning. There is more revelation, more clarity, more preparation for the days ahead. Do not let your gaze wander. Do not let your spirit drift. Remain tethered to this light, because what comes next depends entirely on your openness, your belief, your courage to receive. And here the scene stretches further. Your loved one steps closer, their hand outstretched. Time itself seems to pause. Michael says, this is the hour of recognition. The moment where past, present, and eternity collide. Do you see it? Do you understand it? One step toward them now and every door of blessing swings open. One hesitation and the echo begins to fade. Choose wisely. And without thinking your heart moves forward, your hand rises, and in that motion you feel contact, not just spirit to spirit but soul to soul. A surge of understanding, of love, of eternal devotion floods you. You are seen, you are loved, you are known. And Michael speaks one final warning, urgent but gentle. Do not forget this moment, child. Write it in your heart. Speak it in your actions. Every choice from now must reflect this truth: you are never alone. You are never unloved. You are protected, you are guided. And heaven is moving on your behalf. Do you hear it? The pulse of eternity within your chest. That is the sound of your destiny rearranging itself around this truth. That is the rhythm of love that death cannot touch. Look once more at your loved one. Their smile, their eyes, their very presence now fully radiant speaks the promise: I am here, I am proud, I am with you. And the road ahead will be lit because we have walked through shadow together and emerged into light. Do not turn away. Do not doubt. Take this gift and let it shape the rest of your days. Let it shape the rest of your life. And as the vision begins to fade, you feel it, the strength, the warmth, the unmistakable knowledge that you are being watched, guided, and blessed. Michael bows slightly, a warrior and guardian at once, and whispers, the work begins, but you will never walk alone. Remember this, hold it, let it transform you. And with that the window begins to narrow, the final moments of this sacred encounter pressing upon you. Stay, beloved, hold, receive, believe. The echo of love has reached you. And it will ripple through every step you take from this moment forward. The window is still open, my beloved child, and heaven presses closer with urgency. Michael leans in and his voice vibrates with the weight of eternity. Do you feel the pull? That tightening in your chest is the heartbeat of heaven itself urging you to remain. Every second you linger, the barrier thins. Every tear you allow, every breath you take in quiet reverence stretches the current longer. This is no ordinary moment. This is a covenant between your soul and theirs, sealed not by ceremony but by devotion, by love that refuses to die. The one you loved watches, radiant, whole, unbroken, and they whisper again, I am proud, I have never stopped seeing you. Every struggle, every silent battle, every moment you felt forsaken, I have been there. Can you feel it? That shiver of recognition, the warmth spreading like liquid fire through your chest. That is the proof. That is eternity touching you directly. Do not let your eyes wander. Do not allow your mind to tell you that this is fantasy. Michael's wings fold around you, a shield and a beacon at once, and he declares, every word you hear is more than a message. It is a river of light flowing directly from the throne of God to your heart. If they walk away now, if they close their eyes, the water recedes. But if they endure, if they drink deeply, their soul will be renewed. Your loved one lifts their hand, a gesture that feels like a sunbeam piercing a storm. They say, keep walking, keep believing. I am with you still, and I am sending what you need to rise. I am guiding you past shadows, past the fear, past the walls you thought too high to climb. I am here. The words strike you like lightning, familiar yet utterly divine. You feel the strength they offer, and it is alive as though their spirit is pressing warmth directly into your bones. Do not rush. Do not shrink. This is not fleeting. This is the current of love that death itself cannot extinguish. Michael steps closer, lowering his voice so it vibrates like a bell in the deep chambers of your soul. Tell them, child, the night is thick, but it is not endless. The shadows they have carried, the grief, the loneliness, they have been heavy, yes. But tonight the weight lifts because the one they loved has not left them. They have been leaning close, unseen, unheard by the world, but always attentive. Every tear, every whispered prayer, every longing, they caught it all. They offered it to God on your behalf. And God answered with this very moment. You realize then that nothing was wasted. Not the heartbreak, not the sleepless nights, not the fear that whispered you were alone. All of it prepared you for this precise alignment. All of it carved a path that only your eyes could see and your soul could recognize. And now the path is luminous. And now you are called to walk it fully awake. Do you sense the pressure now, the urgency thick as incense in the air? Michael spreads his wings and the light glimmers through feathers like molten gold. Tell them, beloved, he says, that the circle is unbroken. That each step they take, each word they breathe, each tear they allow to fall is a thread tying heaven and earth closer. That their endurance matters. That their eyes, still wet with recognition, are the proof that love is never truly gone. That the one they lost speaks still, and that voice has power beyond comprehension. You feel it. The pulse in your chest grows stronger. Every instinct in your body tells you to remain, to hear, to accept. And if you do, Michael promises, the veil thins even further, and the one you loved will move through it like a tide, sending not only reassurance but also guidance, gifts, and protections you cannot yet name. And yet Michael's warning is sharp, almost fierce. The window is narrowing, child. It does not stay open forever. If they leave now, the connection will weaken, the flame will flicker. But if they endure to the very last, the blessing will be engraved into their soul. They will feel it in the small miracles that follow. They will notice signs in the waking world, messages in dreams, patterns that defy chance, whispers of light in ordinary moments. They will understand that the one they love has not abandoned them. That love is alive. That heaven bends to honor their faith. That they were never alone. And suddenly the figure of your loved one becomes brighter still, so brilliant it almost hurts to look, yet the ache is sweet, filling your heart with warmth and recognition. They smile, extending a hand toward you across the chasm between life and eternity. Come forward, they say, I am waiting. I have always been waiting. Do not fear the distance. It is only the eye's illusion. Our hearts never parted. Trust the current, follow it. Allow yourself to receive fully. You feel the pull, the undeniable gravity of love unbroken. And Michael murmurs close to your ear, a sound both stern and tender. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Stay, endure, receive. The blessing is yours if you hold on. The one you loved speaks through eternity for this exact hour. Let your soul drink deeply. And in that instant you understand with your whole being, the window is fragile, the time is sacred, the words are living. Each paragraph you read, each pause you take, each tear you shed stretches eternity into your hands. And when you finally reach the end you will carry with you a certainty no shadow can touch, a love no loss can erase and a proof that heaven always keeps its promises. You are not alone. You are chosen. You are loved. Your life is about to shift in ways your heart has longed for, ways your spirit has already imagined. And all because you stayed. And now, beloved, Michael leans closer, his wings brushing the edges of this moment like fire against silk. He says, do not mistake the calm for completion. This is only the opening. Look again at the figure before you. The one you love does not fade. They reach toward you again and this time their hands are full, not empty. Full of light, full of whispers of protection, full of promises that were forged before time itself began. Every step you take toward them the light bends and grows, chasing away the shadows that linger in your own heart. This is not fantasy. This is alignment. Heaven itself is responding to the devotion you have held silently, secretly for years. And yes, the tears still fall, but they are no longer only grief. They are acknowledgement. They are currency in the language of eternity. Each drop you release is a connection reforged, a vow renewed. And Michael says, tell them each tear is heard. Each trembling breath is recognized. The prayers of the past were never wasted. They were preparation. Do you feel it, the tug in your chest that pulls you forward, urging you to surrender fully? That is not anxiety. That is divine insistence. That is heaven shaking your spirit awake. The one you loved says now, do not fear the future. Do not doubt your place. Every trial you faced was a doorway. Every heartbreak was a lesson in preparation. I waited for you then and I still wait for you now. And in this moment Michael presses again, his voice like rolling thunder softened by warmth. They must hear this clearly. The days ahead will require discernment. The enemy of peace will try to masquerade as help. Watch, child, be awake. But do not tremble. You are protected even when you do not see the shield. Your ally in heaven stands constantly beside you, guarding every step. And then the light bends closer, wrapping around your shoulders a cloak of warmth that is not imagined. The one you loved speaks, and this time the voice reaches your very bones. Every choice you make now matters more than you can measure. Every act of faith, every small step of courage, every moment of trust in God's timing will echo back to you in ways you cannot yet calculate. This is not pressure. This is empowerment. This is the universe bending to your alignment with truth. And you feel it, the almost unbearable knowing that you are witnessed, you are seen, you are heard. Michael whispers, "Tell them the battle has never been theirs alone. I have carried the weight with them, but their endurance brought the opening. Their patience opened the window. Their heart's willingness has allowed miracles to approach. And now they stand at the precipice. Do not rush, do not shrink back. You are being prepared for something monumental. The one you love steps closer, their gaze infinite, their smile unwavering. They say, 'Come forward. Do not hesitate.' The fear you feel is the last thread of separation. Take my hand. Walk without doubt. Your life is ready to expand beyond the limits you once thought were permanent." And Michael stretches his hand toward the unseen heavens as though drawing the energy of the universe itself into this room, into this valley, into your chest. "Do they feel it?" he asks, and the answer is yes. It presses on your heart, your mind, your soul. The current is unstoppable. And Michael says, what they see here, what they feel here must be carried into the world. They must not forget the vision. They must not abandon the faith. Every day will now be punctuated by reminders, signs, coincidences, whispers, fleeting touches of light that say, "You are protected, you are loved, you are guided." They must recognize them. They must honor them. And then the one you loved steps even closer, their hand reaching fully into yours now, and a warmth floods your being, a certainty so fierce it shakes you to the core. "I am with you, always. I am the pulse beneath your pulse. The breath beneath your breath. The invisible hand that steadies you when doubt arrives. Take it all. Receive it fully. This is the hour your life shifts. This is the threshold. Step through. And you do feel it, the stirrings of power, of possibility, of life bending to embrace you." Michael whispers, "Hold fast. The window is narrowing, but your faith can expand it. The more they endure, the more they open themselves. And at the end the certainty will remain, they are never alone. They are never unloved. They are never unseen." And now, child, Michael draws back slightly, his eyes fierce yet gentle. "Tell them to carry this forward. Every step from here on matters. Every decision, every word, every heartbeat is part of the unfolding plan. They were chosen. They are marked. And the one they love has not stopped praying, has not stopped guiding, has not stopped fighting for them from the other side. And so do not falter. Do not shrink. The light is yours. The blessing is yours. The alignment is happening now. And when they feel alone, when shadows rise, let them remember this: eternity bends for those who endure. Heaven is near. Love is alive. And the one they loved is here, whispering their name with pride, with joy, with victory. Do not turn away now. Stay until the last drop of light reaches your heart. Receive all of it.